Good morning, it's Friday the 28th of August and welcome to another video update. The first thing I want to talk about is visiting. I think those of you who are relatives watching this will know that we're currently in another cycle, another 2-week period of visiting. So today is actually Friday, halfway through that 2-week period. There will be more visiting next week, as you all know, on a sort of a specific time per ward basis. And we've been doing it on a very controlled basis in order to protect the hospital from further infection. Now, I know one or two people have asked the question, well, we've gone something like 130 days without infection now, so if there's no infection in the hospital, why aren't we allowing more visiting? Well, the answer to that is that we believe that one of the reasons why we haven't had further infection in the hospital is because we have been controlling things like visiting and a number of other things as well, including wearing a face mask, which you've heard me speak about. So it definitely isn't my desire to make things more difficult for relatives than they need to be. But the number one priority, as always, is to protect the health and the safety of our patients and indeed our staff as well. So we do have to maintain these restrictions. However, when we reach the end of next week, we will go into another period of reviewing visiting. And we are working towards seeing if we can not lift the restrictions, but enable visiting to occur maybe a little bit more frequently. So watch out for further announcements on that over the next couple of weeks. But we certainly understand, obviously, the strong desire of visitors and relatives to come in and see the patients and the residents. So we will do our best to see if we can enable that to happen a little bit more frequently, although it will still need to be on a very controlled basis.
Now, I'm here in Reed's Restaurant together with the excellent catering supervisor, Daniele from Aramark. And I'm here because I just want to take another opportunity to encourage members of staff who are coming to work here at the RHN, and of course increasingly people who are working at home and coming back, to please use the facility if you want to. Initially, Reed's was completely locked down. They then introduced takeaway sort of cold sandwiches and snacks. We then introduced a system where you would have had to pre-order it, but now you don't have to pre-order at all. The counter behind me serving hot food is open every day. A menu is publicised, a different menu every day, and you can just turn up during the opening hours and on a takeaway basis only, take away hot food. It's an excellent service. We're really keen to make the most of the fact that we've got this facility. You will understand that we can't completely open it on a eat-in basis yet because of the COVID restrictions, but please do bear in mind there's hot food here every day, so please do come and eat on a takeaway basis. Today is Friday, so it's going to be fish and chips. I'm certainly going to be back later to have my fish and chips, and hopefully many of you will be as well. Thanks very much.
Now, today is a very significant day because it's the last day of the RHN of Dr. Emily McWhirter, our Director of Nursing. Emily is leaving the RHN. We are very sad to see her go. She has been here for 3.5 years and has had enormous success during that period. And overall, I would say that Emily has actually completely transformed nursing at the RHN in those 3.5 years. She definitely leaves the RHN in a much better place than it was when she arrived. So I'm very grateful for all the fantastic work she's done here. I'd actually particularly like to highlight how much she has been a champion for relatives. I think she's shown massive empathy towards the challenges that relatives have faced, not just during the COVID crisis, but very much before that as well. So I'm very grateful for everything that Emily has done for the RHN and wish her absolutely every success for the future. And Emily, if you're watching this, I hope very much you keep in touch with us. We will miss you. Many people here will miss you, but very best wishes for the future.